So I thought I'd do an update here. I haven't done any modeling vids in quite a while. Actually, I have footage recorded, but I haven't done anything. I was working on my 1/1000th Classic Series Enterprise, which I'm still working on. Had some paint issues. Just smoothed it out recently with some sandpaper. Still working on the pylons here. What a pain in the neck to get them fine. The neck looks good from the front. The back it looks okay. The underbelly here needs some work too. And then of course secondary, that's a secondary hole. Did a little bit more in this. Still sanding and doing a little bit of filling on the nacelles here. They're kind of a pain too. But I've been, my friend got this awesome Ghostbusters game. And the second one is either, I don't know if it's out or coming out, but I think it might be in Kickstarter. So what he asked me to do was to paint up the really cool figures that came with the game. But right now they're drying, they got a little more paint on them. So I'm primering them. We got Ray. We got Egon over there. That's Ray, because that wasn't on camera. Egon. We got Venkman, and of course Winston. And the Ecto one, which is pretty cool. The Ecto is going to be the easiest. These guys, that's going to be fun. So I'm going to get some miniature painting experience with those guys. I'm already got the paints I'm going to use for the tan, which hopefully hope these mix well together. But the main thing, and what I started thinking about today is, after, you can only do so much with those guys. That primer's got to dry cure for 24 hours. So I pulled out something I got for Christmas. It's this awesome white Freightliner from AMT. This is a repop. This is a repop of an older kit. That's a nice big kit. What's the scale on this? It's not, I don't think it's 1/16th, but it's got a nice engine, got nice features. But this thing is really cool. Anything on the back of the box? Oh, just a tree, and some other pictures here on the side. Get the available subjects. Yeah, they got trailers here too. It would be cool to get a trailer, like this one here. That's kind of a moving van. That's a tanker, which the tanker's cool too, but yeah. And they got the Peterbilt cab over, and the Kentworth wide nose. So, and this is really a detailed kit. But the main reason I wanted to build the Freightliner is because I'm going to do a really neat little paint job as I move back here and grab my 1984 Optimus Prime. And that's what I'm going to do the Freightliner as. Luckily, the TV show and the movie from the 80s, not the new ones, have really good shots of Optimus's cab, which looks nothing like this. But so I'm going to be doing him up as Optimus, and right now I just wanted to look at the parts and the instructions and kind of go over what I needed, because yeah, he's obviously a Freightliner, and even the square Freightliner logo here is almost on the front of the truck, and he does have the same side setup. He's got the same ladder and the step right there for the cab, and he's even, that's really cool, he's even got the handrail detailed this handrail is detailed on him, and all the lights set up. Now, man, I don't know how much of a pain this would be to light. What? My bird's talking. What's that? Come here. There you go. Pretty bird. Oh, nope. He says no. Okay. Yeah, these would be a pain to light. You almost need, like, I don't know, fiber optics. These not so bad, the lights. He also has some really cool stuff on the inside that's lit up. Well, I don't know if I want to bother with that. And, you know, you look at the turn signal here is really tiny. I put in, having a wire, well, in scale wire would be hard, but having a wire from there would just, I don't know, look bad. So, I'm going to fully detail him. I'm going to slightly weather him, because the Autobots, if you remember the 80s cartoon, were always rolling around in the desert, which was really cool. So, I'm going to give him a little bit of desert weathering on his rims, his tires, a little bit of splash in the fenders, and in here, and on the back of his fuel tank, and of course on the mud flaps, and the rims, rear rims, and this, and a little bit on the front here. Yeah, he even has, if you look at this detail here on the this, he even has that, the toy. And then this detail here is right there. So, definitely a Freightliner. There's no hiding that. In the 80s, in Japan, little laxed on copyright. Not so much today, but back then, yes. Oh, the big piece for the Ghostbusters. Yeah, I don't know, Fetus tried to paint this. Yeah, and painted it with oil or enamel. I'm not quite sure which. Normally I'd paint over it, but he's got gloop in his eyes even. This is just the gloopiest paint. And obviously I tried to sand it off, but that's not happening. What? What are you going to say? That's right. That's what I thought. Anyways, so I've got to take some stuff and get this up. Mineral Spirits doesn't even touch it, so I'm thinking it's either enamel or some really thick oil paint. And man, did they do a horrible job. It looks really bad now, but that's because I scraped the crap out of it with some yeah. Anyways, scraped it up with some. I can't even remember the name for sandpaper today. My brain just broke. So yeah, this is I'm gonna put him off to the side and focusing on the other figures. He'd be the easiest to paint, honestly. It's just big swath. I mean, they got the colors right. They got a little red handkerchief here, a little blue on his hat, a little blue here with a white line that traces it. And then he's white, obviously, because he's a giant marshmallow. Giant fat marshmallow. He looks like he's stepped into a paint factory in Bill Murray's town. But, so that's that. That's really kind of what I'm working on. I still got my Battletech stuff I'm doing over there. I'm doing diorama, so I'm rusting the heck out of that Spartan / Archer. So I'm working on some of that. And then there's the Rifleman. I'm not sure what they call it in Macross / Battletech, but that's the Rifleman in my world. So that's really what I'm focusing on. I still, again, I have some footage for the 1/1000th. I will be filming the rest of this as I paint it. I need to sand it a little more, and obviously it's got paint dust on it. So I need to wash it off, and then I need to remask that for the 4th time. That's why I really haven't been working on this so much. It's just been a pain in the tailpipe. For some reason, the paint's just not been working out for me. I'm having bad luck. Also, oh man, they reissued, well, they kind of reissued, but they re-released those guys in one big nice kit, which unfortunately I'm going to have to buy. All of them have stands, which is awesome. Those 3, I think, are much better if that focuses. The classics, A and B. I saw a review. Unfortunately, they didn't fix the problems with the stickers, or sorry, decals with the C. So that's gonna be fun. I don't know if I'd want to rebuild the D. I think that looks fine. Same thing with the E. I think I did a fine job on those two. But I really don't like how I made those turn out. So, also they include the NX-01. So you know, Enterprise, and there is Boba Fett hanging out with my Camaro, and of course the General Lee. Still chilling. I could build that kit again and again and again and again. I love that car. It's really dusty, and I screwed up on the clear coat. And it looks really dull. But I got the wheels right. That's what's important. Look at the rims. That's like perfect. Screwed up on a lot of it, but yeah. So that's really what I'm focusing on now is those guys. And then I'm going to take a look at this. I'm going to finish my Enterprise, wherever that is. There it is. And gonna kind of just leave the BattleTech diorama. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna film doing any of the busy work on this guy. It's all boring. Everyone knows. You wash the parts, you take them off the tree, you glue them together, you sand them, you paint them. I might do updates when I get certain stuff done, like I kind of do with the ships, as opposed to step by step. So I'm rambling. So I'll talk to you guys later.